Happy 2021. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope that you had a great celebration last night, or perhaps like me, you just slept through, woke up a little after midnight and said, oh, it's a new year, and then went back to bed. But hopefully 2021 will be a year of great adventure, great fun, and great treasures here at Paper and Moose. 2020 wasn't so bad. I had my garbage bag house, which was probably the highlight of the year. If you are new here and you somehow stumbled upon my channel and you're wondering what my garbage bag house is, go to my playlist and you will see all of the wondrous treasures that I found in the trash from one home that week after week, I think from March until probably June, put out trash bags. And there were so many great treasures in that home. I owe that home so much because that is what got me through quarantine. And I think those garbage bags is what got a lot of you through quarantine as well. So I'm glad that I could take you on that adventure with me. And speaking of adventures, 2020 wrapped up in an adventure for me as well. And that was my big update and why I'm making this video. So many of you that have followed the channel, you know that I have a full-time job. I work in the pharmaceutical industry doing records management. So I manage all their records. So basically, say the FDA needed an original NDA application, throwing my knowledge out there, which is a new drug application, needed a letter from that application from 1997. I was the person that the client, so to speak, would come to, and I would go through all of the inventory of all the boxes that we kept in storage, which is hundreds of thousands of boxes, and I would find this letter for them. I would also help people, advise people on when they could destroy documents, how they could store documents. If my company purchased another company acquisition, I would have to advise on the movement of the records, what to do, and so forth. So I was doing that for 2.5 years. Prior to that, I worked for an organization where the records were stored. And that was for 4.5 years. So essentially 7 years in the records management industry. Prior to that, I've held an assortment of other jobs, from working at an adult daycare facility, essentially. I thought I would be listening to, older men tell their war stories, but I was changing diapers instead. And if that doesn't humble you, I don't know what will. I did that only for a brief period of time. I worked on a farm. But my main passion has always been history. But unfortunately, in the history field in my area, jobs are few and far between, especially what I want to do. I like to be able to research what I love, spend hours down the rabbit holes, researching, finding out things, and oftentimes in the history field, you're kind of zoned in. So I would take my love of history and I use that in many volunteer sites. I volunteered at a historic site for over 10 years, and I've done some other independent historical research for different varieties of people. But YouTube has allowed me to do what I love, take the time to do what I love. If I want to work till midnight doing research, I can. If I want to wake up at 7 a.m. earlier and go to the flea market and film, I can do that. And that is what I've loved about YouTube. I started YouTube somewhat reluctantly. I didn't think people would like me. I thought they would like me, but I wasn't sure how they would like my content because I'm not, finding holy grails at thrift stores, and I'm not being so crazy and outlandish. I'm just being myself. And apparently people do like that. So thank you to all who have watched over these almost 2 years of being on YouTube. I really appreciate it. A big hello to my little cousin, Sam, who is a watcher of the channel. He's been waiting for a shout out. So there you go, Sam. And hi to his younger sister, Sophia, as well. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Bet you see your cousin in a different light. But anyway, let's focus here. So yes, YouTube has allowed me to do what I love. And being at work through the pandemic and through quarantine, I was working from home, and I thought, oh, this will be great. I can wake up a little earlier. I don't have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to drive to work. I don't have to fall asleep at the wheel going to work, because I actually did that a few times. Very scary. and I don't have the stress of coming home, trying to go to the gym, make supper, edit a video, make a video, go out and try and film content. I'm home already. So I thought working from home was going to be easier and I would like my job. No. 3 conference calls in a day, Zoom meetings, daily conference calls about things that I have no interest about. Hearing people talk about how they stayed up till 10 p.m., midnight on a Saturday to get their work done. No, I soon found out that I'm not fit for the corporate world. I just don't fit in there. It's not that I didn't want to. Well, no, I didn't want to. I didn't want to because I didn't want to be the person complaining that the bagels in the cafeteria at work weren't chewy enough. And so we had to source a whole new bagel company. That happened. I'm like, it's a bagel. Bring your own bagels to work. I just didn't fit in. I was very sad every day at work. Even working from home, it was a drag. I didn't get those Sunday night blues thinking about looking at my emails on Monday. I would get that feeling Saturday morning, knowing that, Saturday is the only day I have off essentially from work. So Sunday comes around, I'm checking emails. Mentally, it was not good for me. And having to go back even a few days a week was just something that I could not do. So I had a choice. I could either stay at my full-time job, health benefits, I understand, dental, vision, steady income, and be miserable, depressed every day, cry every day, cry in the bathroom at work every day, be stressed and sit there at my desk and just hate what I'm doing. Or I could take a risk, take a jump, as Steve Harvey says in his great motivational speech, take a jump and do what I love. Because there was no way, if I wanted to increase YouTube, if I wanted to do more on YouTube, I could not stay at my job. The two did not work together because that was just causing a lot more stress. I was constantly worried, constantly. My mind was always going about how am I going to record this? How am I going to do this? At my lunch breaks at work, I would be editing videos, and no one at work knew that I did YouTube. I didn't want them to know. They probably would have thought it was weird anyway, because why wouldn't I want to enjoy the pharmaceutical corporate world? But anyway, so I had a choice. I could steady income, be miserable and mentally sad, frustrated, depressed every day, take a risk, be a YouTube content creator full-time, make my own schedule, be happy and try it. If it didn't work, I could always say, do you want fries with that? So, long story short, I quit my full-time job and I'm now a full-time YouTube content creator. I hope that in 2020, I can bring you even more videos. I hope that I can focus more on my history behind the paper videos, which I absolutely love. The views on those are pretty sad, but I don't care because that is what I love to do. I love history. I love research. I love the stories behind all these treasures that we find. More than their monetary value, I love the emotion that they bring out. I love the memories that they bring out. I love all the memories that you all share with me in the comment section, just about even the simple things that I find, because your grandmother had that in her house, or you got that for Christmas in 1964 and you remember it and you don't know what happened, or your brother took it and hid it and you never found it. I love that part. And that is why I love thrifting, going to auctions, estate sales, to flea markets, because it's finding all these things that can be brought back to life again and whose stories can be told. And there's no way that I could have done that if I was sitting at my desk being miserable for 5 days a week. Not happening. So I took that risk, I took that jump, and here I am. Hopefully it will be worth it. I think it will be. I am happier working up to that point. That's why I didn't even decorate for Christmas, because I was just trying to get focused and get everything aligned mentally so that I could do that, because it had been months coming. Years. Probably since I first walked into that job, I knew I was not going to stay there. Actually, funny story, One time at work, I had, a weekly meeting with my boss, and things weren't going well between myself and another coworker. But that had happened for a long time. Another story. But anyway, my boss had said to me, if you could change anything about working here, you wake up tomorrow, snap your fingers, and you could change one thing, what would it be? Without hesitation, without thinking, I blurted out, I would not work here. My boss was shocked. My coworker, when I told her, couldn't believe that I said that. And my boss said, I don't think so. I think just certain situations, if those situations were different, you would like working here. And I said, no. I go, in every job that I've had, I have not been happy because I've not been doing what I truly love. And until I'm in a job where I'm doing what I love and what I'm 100% passionate about, I'm not going to be happy. So I guess when you reach that point, when you tell your boss that you don't want to work there, it's probably time to go. So yes, back to my list. Job, full-time YouTube content creator, also a reseller, flea marketer, treasure hunter, wrap that all up in one. That's who I am. Future videos, I really want to focus a lot more, or do more history behind the paper videos. I'm hoping to try and learn better editing skills, or try new ways of editing. I know a lot of people like fancy edits and fun things, and I would like to apply those more to my paper videos because I think that they deserve it. Garbage picking, we can only rely on what the garbage gods, garbage people bring us. I can't make great trash appear, because if I could, that would be wonderful, but I cannot. So hopefully 2021 brings us great garbage picking videos. Hopefully an estate clean out. That would be amazing. I had a dream one night that I was at some estate sale and there was a room filled, it was all 80s. And I had the room all to myself. I think I even locked the door so no one else would come in. And I think I bought the whole room. I'm like, I want it all. Again, editing software, technology. Technology was not my friend in 2020. Hopefully 2021 will be better. I also would like to do, or at least try one time, a live stream. I know many people also do premieres, but I don't know if my videos are okay for that. I'm not sure. Maybe like a Goodwill bin video would be better, but I would like to do at least one live stream, give you all a chance to interact with me on a real-time basis. Hopefully that will go well, so we shall see about that. I'd have to, of course, buy the technology to do the live stream, but I'll figure that out. And then also merch. I do not like that word. Merchandise. I'll come up with a different word. A lot of people have asked about t-shirts or something, and I want to. It's just I am very picky when it comes to that. I want to have something that I love and that I'm proud of and that I think looks great. I don't want to just put something out there just to have it on a t-shirt and then a few weeks later hate it. I also want to keep in mind be cost efficient for all of you. I need to have a design that's not too crazy because I don't want to pay $25 to have a shirt be made and then have to, upcharge so that I'm making some money off of them. I don't want to be selling $50 t-shirts. That's not my, my MO here. I think MO, yeah. That's not my mission to sell $50 t-shirts. Maybe along down the road, if I get really fancy and I make some neat merchandise, think of something else, souvenirs, make some other neat souvenirs, channel souvenirs, then perhaps, but we shall see. I also want to get more into creating, whether it's junk journals, art, something along those lines. I think I get caught up because I think it has to be perfect to show you on YouTube, the creative process, because face it, people are going to have their comments on what I'm doing and if I'm doing it right or if I'm not doing it right or not doing it right. So perhaps that is a stumbling block for me. Instead of just putting it out there, it is what it is. So we shall see. But yes, I like to get more into the creative aspect, show you what I love to do, and then also, put together more things with all the great vintage items that I find. So long story short, 2020, quit my full-time corporate job. 2021, now a full-time YouTube content creator. I am excited I don't regret at all leaving the corporate world behind. I'm happy to wake up in the morning and be able to do what I love. It has been a dream of mine for a long, long time. And I hope that I can put out even better videos for you all, find some great treasures along the way, unearth some great history behind those treasures, and I hope that you all enjoy it. Thank you so much for following me through this past year, or through the past almost 2 years if you've been with the channel from the beginning. I so appreciate it. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have people that enjoy watching what I do and that love the old items like I do and the history behind them as well. So thank you. Hopefully 2021 will be a great year filled with adventure, treasures, fun, kindness, wonderful things. And I hope that 2021 finds you all well, prosperous, and that all the kindness that you have shown to me comes back to you many times over. So thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video, whatever that may be. Who knows? We shall see. So hopefully have a great day, have a great new year, and I will see you all next time.